Hey guys, Deathwarrant here, and I'm gonna be doing a fruit tier list today. I just want to do a quick little tier list, and yeah. Also, by the way, guys, okay, I'm just gonna throw this in here, guys. If my voice sounds a little weird, I am actually currently a little sick right now. I don't have a sore throat. I don't know if it's affecting my voice. I can't really tell, but if you guys can tell, then that's why. But yeah. Oh yeah. I know a lot of other YouTubers do this, and I do get annoyed when other YouTubers do this. I'm just gonna say this right now. Only a small percentage of you guys are subscribing. I think it's about like 8%. So it would really help if you guys subscribe. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna stretch it because I do know it's kind of annoying with that. So let's get straight into the video. Alright, here we are at this random little website I found. It's called tiermaker.com. It's actually really cool. It's a cool site. I found this update 4.5 GPO fruit tier list. I'm gonna use it to make today's video. I'll link it in the description if you guys want to use it too, just because, why not? So yeah, let's start this up. This is going to be a pretty quick video. Oh yeah, I'm proud to say this too. If you guys are wondering why I'm haven't been doing really much gameplay videos or streams, I haven't actually been uploading that much in the past like 6 days, that much. Not really gameplay or streams that much, but it's because I've been getting a new computer built. And so I can't really do that right now because it's really time consuming, and gameplay and streams take a lot more time than just these quick little videos. And yeah, that's basically why. But of course I still want to upload a video for you guys, so I'm doing this anyways. So yeah, alright, let's start this. So the first fruit is Bomu. I don't know, how am I gonna be ranking this? I need to see. Bomu. I would put that at a, honestly, I would put it at A tier. It's an excellent farming fruit. It's really good for like basically everything. I'll just say it's not the best for PvP. Like I like the S tier fruits are gonna be like the ones that I personally feel. This is my personal opinion, by the way. These are gonna be the ones that I personally feel are really good. This fruit, B. It's a B tier. It's extremely good at farming. You could solo dungeons with this, but for PvP, it just ain't it. It's just not the best thing to go. Literally Marrows for PvP, but we'll get to that later. Ooh, Sushi. Now this is a little biased because I actually personally have Sushi. It's a good fruit. I love it. I could solo dungeons with it. I could win 1v1 battles with it. I could like farm with it because the meteors have really good. I could boss farm with it. I could ship farm with it. Actually, no. Okay, that's actually no. I take that back. Ship farming is the one thing that it sucks at. Ship farming, it can't ship farm for anything. Other than that, though, it's really good. So I'd say I'd put it. I'd want to be biased and put an S, but at the same time, I really know that it's like actually not there. Like it's an A tier. I'd say it's an A tier. It's an A tier. It's a really good fruit in my opinion. I love it. It's yeah, it's a good fruit. It's pretty well-rounded. The only thing it can't really do is it can't really ship farm. It's just a little sad. But I mean, you can still ship farm with just Geppo and like a weapon, but this doesn't help for ship farming like at all. Okay, next fruit. This is Goro. I don't know much about Goro. I've seen Goro a couple times. I've never eaten Goro. I've seen Goro a couple times in 1v1s. It seems really good for PvP. That's what I am gonna say. I don't think it's good. I think it's decent for boss farming. I've seen people ship farm with it, so I'm gonna give it that. I'm not sure at all if it could. I bet there's a way to solo dungeons with it, but I don't know if it's actually like a good. So I'm just gonna put it in. I know. Okay, I'm gonna give it this. I heard it's really with the right build. It's really good for PvP. But I don't know about farming. Farming, I might lack a little. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never eaten this fruit, and I've only seen a little bit from it. But yeah. So I'm just gonna put it in here. Okay, don't get mad at me. It's higher than Bomu. It's higher than Bomu. Bomu is worse than it, but it's still B tier, in my opinion. Okay, Pika. So for Pika, actually wait, it's really good at farming. That's what I'm gonna give it. It's really good at farming. In the right hands, it could be decent at PvP. A lot of people say it's bad at PvP. That's a little wrong in my opinion. You could, like, when you're good like at it and you have the right build, it could actually be decent for PvP. You could win some battles, but I think it's not as good as Sushi in my opinion. Of course. But yeah, I don't think it's that good for PvP. I know for a fact though, it's like really good for farming. Kraken farming, CB's farming, even ship farming is good for. It's good for ship farming. It's literally good for devil fruit farming. It can even solo dungeons. I know that. It's really good. So I'm gonna put that in A tier. Honestly, is it higher than Sushi? I think it's higher than Sushi. Sushi's really good. I love Sushi. Sushi's better than it for PvP. But I'd say Pika's has really good mobility too. It's a great fruit, honestly. It's like if you get that, it's good. Tori is the only mythical in the game at the moment. Update 4.5. And I could actually rate this kind of honestly, because I've had 2 of my friends that have actually found Tori, and one of them ate it. So I'm gonna give it this. It has a really good value it has a really good value. Like, yeah, I'm surprised for people that a lot of people call it bad, but for how bad people call it, it has a really good value. Like, you could get some decent trades with this. You could get some decent stuff with this. So I'm gonna give it that. It has a really good value in the market right now. It's really solid. Okay, but for farming, I'll say it's only good for ship farming. It's only good for ship farming and and dungeon farming. Maybe, oh yeah, it's also good for boss farming because you could heal. And yeah, it's good for boss farming, ship farming, and dungeon farming, in my opinion. I don't think it's that good. It's not really good for PvP unless you just run and heal, which is cheap, and I'm not gonna give it points for that. Yeah, it's not really good for PvP unless you have a dumb build, but I don't like dumb builds. Yeah, it's not good for PvP. I don't think it's that good for, I think it's mediocre for Kraken farming. It's okay, but it's not the best. It's not like super good for it. I think it's I'm gonna give it a I'm gonna give it a, you know, actually I'm gonna move my Bomu down to C, because I feel like Bomu shouldn't be up here with all these other guys, these like high tier. Bomu is the best like rare fruit though. Okay, Marrow is next. Marrow is actually it's gonna be kind of biased for me because I actually used to have Marrow. That was actually the first fruit I ever ate. I was literally like a level 100. Some random guy came up to me and said, hey, you want a free fruit? I said, yeah. He dropped Marrow and I just ate it right away. Boom. I had that until I was like level 350, and then I ate Sushi, and that's what I still have. I don't eat fruits that often, but yeah, I'd rather trade my fruits. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it from personal experience. People say it is super bad for farming, which I personally do not see. I don't think it's good for dungeon farming, and I feel like it's bad for ship farming. But I feel like, well, ship farming it's okay for. It's not good for it, but it's also not bad. Also, but for boss farming, I feel like this fruit's really good for boss farming, and it's really good for, oh, and it's also decent for Kraken farming. It has a lot of range moves, and it can help you a lot with Kraken farming. It's not the best for Kraken farming, but it's yeah. Also, but its main like upside is that it's really busted right now in the current meta from PvP. There's some crazy combos you can do with it, and it's really good for PvP, especially for rare fruit. So I'm gonna give it that. I'm gonna put it right under Bomu for that, because yeah, its value is kind of low though. So Bomu has a really good value in the market. This doesn't. Spin. Why is it just a PNG? I don't even know. I didn't make this, but it's still cool. I'm gonna immediately put this in D tier. It's the best of the commons. That's what I'll give it. It's the best of the commons. It has mobility. It has a decent combo extender, and it has like a throw that does like decent amount of damage. Like, it's not bad. It's a good. If you have to eat it, absolutely have to eat it, then go ahead, go eat it. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Can I rename this? Yeah, I can. There we go. Okay, this is gonna be the do not eat tier. Spin is like barely there. Like, if you're gonna eat something, then like if you're gonna eat a common fruit, eat spin. That's all I'm gonna say. It doesn't really good. It's not really good for farming at all. Maybe boss farming a tiny bit, and maybe a little bit PvP, but like barely. But it's the best out of the. I'm just saying it's the best out of the common fruits. Okay, moving on. Gura. Ooh, Gura is really good for Oops, I almost dropped it in there for a second. I mean, don't really like Gora users. I mean, Gura, but it's good for PvP. That's what I'm gonna say. It's good for PvP. It is good for. It's good for farming. It's good for level farming. It's good for ship farming. I think. Not 100% sure. I know it's good for Kraken farming. Decent for Kraken farming, or good or decent. I don't know. It's I'm not sure. Yeah, it's actually good for boss farming, and it's really. I don't know if I already said this, but it's really good for PvP. That alone has I don't think its value in the market is that good right now, but that doesn't really matter. It's a decent fruit. It's a good overall fruit. So it's mainly the main thing is PvP. So I'm gonna put it right there. I think actually no, put it right here. It's a good fruit. He. This fruit is my cousin currently has this fruit. I heard the rumors that they were gonna nerf this fruit. So let's just talk about the upsides. The upsides are that it could walk on water. It's really good for farming, Kraken farming, and ship farming. Already, it excels in tremendously. It's decent for PvP. I heard there's some really good combos you could do with EA. it's decent for PvP. That's what I'll give it. It's decent for PvP. Its value's okay right now. It's not the best, but it's okay. And it could have boss farm. Let me think. It can't. It's not good for level farming. I don't know. I mean, if you eat this when you're underage, I mean under level, then I don't know. But it's not good. I don't think it's that good for boss farming. But it's decent for boss farming. I'm gonna put this in. No, I don't think it's there. I think it's like right here. I think it's like. It's either no. I think it's right here. Tori's like not that good, but it's still right there. Maguhu. Okay, I'm a little biased for this. This has always been my dream fruit. So let me talk about the upsides. First of all, it has water walking, so that alone makes it like that's really good for me. It already excels in boss farming. You could literally, it's really good for bosses. The ultimate does so much damage to bosses. It's really good for PvP. It's really good for kraken farming. It's really good for ship farming, and it's like its value is really high right now. It's like one of the best legendaries in the entire game, in my opinion. It's a little biased because this is my dream fruit. If anyone has it, slide. Just kidding, but still, I'm gonna put this in S tier. It's like my favorite fruit. It's really good fruit. I love it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna throw it for now. Okay, Suna. This fruit it used to be good. It used to be actually like kind of busted a little, but they nerfed it like to the ground, and I don't think it's that good anymore. They nerfed its like main like like 3 of its moves actually. I think they nerfed. It's okay. Has decent mobility. Okay, I'll give it that. Decent mobility. It has decent skills. I'd say it's not. It's okay. Okay, let me talk about what it could do. It's bad for ship farming. I'm gonna give it that. It's bad for ship farming. It's good for kraken. It's decent for kraken farming. It's okay, like good for boss farming. For level farming, it sucks. And it can solo dungeons, which I'll give it that. But I think it's like personally, I think it's like the worst out of the legendaries. That's my personal opinion, though. I don't think it's. Yeah, I think it's a C. I don't think it's that good. Its value is kind of low. Its value is okay, actually. I'll give that. Mira isn't that good for PvP. It is not good. It's okay for ship farming, but where it excels is dungeons. This fruit could literally solo dungeons in like 10 minutes on Coliseum map. This fruit combined with dungeon map picker will completely destroy anything. Like this fruit is really good for dungeons. That's all I'm about to say. It's really good for dungeons. That alone's good. It's decent for PvP actually. It's actually really good for boss farming, surprisingly. It's okay. It's good for level farming actually, and it's actually really good for for kraken farming and ship farming. I don't know if I already said that, so I'm gonna put that A tier. I'm gonna put it like higher than Goro. I'm gonna put it like right here. Okay. Barrier. Ooh, this is a hard one. Barrier's like. Okay, I already know I'm gonna put this. So I'm gonna just put it there. I think it is. It's either. I don't know. Barrier's okay. Actually, I'll put it right here. No, it's a little worse than Marrow, but yeah. Barrier is my opinion the second worst bear. It's good for. I'm pretty sure it could solo dungeons. I don't know actually. I think there might be a way. I'm thinking about the moves. I think there might be a way you can solo dungeons, but maybe not. I know it's good for kraken farming. It's like decent for kraken farming because you can like hit them with it and like kind of like. I'm pretty sure like. I don't know. I don't know much about barrier. I'll be honest. I haven't eaten barrier. I haven't really gone against anyone with barrier, but I'm kind of making this. So I know it's decent for PvP. It's actually a decent like for barrier. It's good for PvP. It's a well-rounded fruit. I don't know much about it, so I'm not gonna keep making up stuff because honestly, I don't know much about this fruit. So yeah, this is like one of the fruits I don't know much about. It's okay. Yeah, this fruit. Ooh, not that good. Don't want to eat that. That's a common fruit you don't want to eat. Even Suke might be better than Kilo. Kilo sucks, man. At least its model. I'll give it that. Its model looks cooler than Suke. Suke's model is so boring. That model is kind of cool, but nah, it's just ain't it. It's not that good. Okay, Gomu. Gomu is. I'd say it's right here. It's good for boss farming. I'd give it that. It's really good for boss farming. It's decent. It's actually pretty good for kraken farming. I don't think it's that good for ship farming. Maybe it is though. I might be wrong. I don't think it's got that good for ship farming. It's decent. It's actually pretty good for PvP. It's I'm not mainly looking, but I'm looking like for stuff that's good for PvP because I like to PvP a lot, and I've gone into guys. It's actually good for PvP. Like it's decent for PvP. So I'm gonna put it between Berry and Marrow. So I'm gonna put it for now. Goro. its value right now is really good. Its value on the market, I'm gonna give it this right away. Its value is higher than Bomu. It's actually like crazy right now. But honestly, it used to be like good, but they nerfed it so much. It used to be like, I would have put it like up here when it first came out. It used to be able to solo dungeons so easily. It used to be the best at PvP. Now I'm thinking of putting it like possibly right here. Its value is really good. And I think it's pretty good for boss farming, but honestly, I can't give it that. It's good for ship farming, kraken farming, or there's only 2 things I can maybe give it props for, and or 3 things, and they're kind of small things. Its value, its value is really good. If you get that, you could trade it for something really good. It's good for boss farming, I'm pretty sure, and it's also good for it's good for boss farming. Its value is really good, and it's also decent for PvP. It used to be way better though. I'm gonna put it right there. I don't really like this fruit, honestly. It's an okay fruit. Next I'm just gonna Suki there. Alright, okay. So this is my complete tier list, and yeah, this is my complete tier list. Thanks for watching. This tier list this didn't take that long to make. It was cool. If you see this, if you hear this, please subscribe. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, this is my own opinion, by the way. The worst fruit in the game is Kilo. This is basically my entire tier list, and yeah, that's basically gonna be it. See you guys later in the next video, and yeah.